Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by rolling green hills, lived a young girl named Emily and her wise and loving grandfather, affectionately known as Grandpa Joe. They shared a special bond that made their days together full of laughter, warmth, and wonderful stories. Every afternoon, after Emily finished her schoolwork, she would run to Grandpa Joe's house, eager to hear tales from his adventurous past. They would sit together in his cozy study, where shelves lined with dusty books and old maps filled the room. The air was always filled with the scent of tea and the comforting crackling of the fireplace. Grandpa Joe would tell Emily stories of his travels to far-off lands, where he had encountered magical creatures and discovered hidden treasures. Emily's eyes would sparkle with excitement, and her imagination would soar as she pictured the incredible sights and sounds he described. One sunny afternoon, as Emily and Grandpa Joe were enjoying their tea, a brilliant idea popped into Emily's head. "Grandpa," she exclaimed, "why don't we go on an adventure together? Just like you did when you were younger." Grandpa Joe's eyes twinkled with delight, and a broad smile stretched across his face. "My dear Emily, that's a marvelous idea," he exclaimed. "Where shall we venture to?" Emily thought for a moment and then said, "Let's explore the enchanted forest, where fairies are said to dance and unicorns roam freely." Grandpa Joe nodded approvingly, and they quickly packed a small bag with sandwiches, fruits, and a map that Grandpa Joe had kept from his own explorations. Hand in hand, they set off on their adventure, following the winding path that led to the edge of the enchanted forest. The tall trees whispered secrets, and sunbeams filtered through the canopy, creating a magical ambience. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they discovered a hidden waterfall cascading down a mossy cliff. Its mist shimmered with rainbow hues, and the sound of its gentle rush filled the air. Grandpa Joe and Emily couldn't resist the temptation to dip their toes in the sparkling pool below. While exploring, they encountered a mischievous squirrel who led them to a grove filled with talking animals. A wise old owl shared ancient wisdom, and a playful fox entertained them with his tricks. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow through the trees, Emily and Grandpa Joe found a cozy spot to rest. They sat side by side, sharing stories, and watching fireflies dance in the twilight. Emily looked up at her grandfather, her eyes shining with happiness. "Grandpa," she said, "this is the best adventure I've ever had. I'm so grateful for our special times together." Grandpa Joe wrapped his arm around Emily and gave her a loving squeeze. "And I, my dear Emily, am grateful for you. Our adventures may take us to magical places, but the real magic is the love we share and the memories we create together." With hearts full of joy and their spirits forever connected, Emily and Grandpa Joe embraced the enchantment of the forest and knew that their bond would continue to grow stronger with each new adventure they embarked on, side by side.